I'm SueWeddy Betty. I play for the Hidden City Derby Girls out of sunny Oceanside, California. For work, I am a drywall hanger. I work for Oceanside Drywall. Woo woo! And I have been playing roller derby about 8.5 years now. I was living up in Northern California for a little bit, playing on a all-women's soccer team. And I got approached by a girl who told me I was the only one that scared her on the soccer field. I told her it was between me, her, and the soccer ball, and I was gonna get that soccer ball. So she told me, you know, you should try and come play roller derby because that soccer ball is actually a person that you're trying to get. And I went and tried it and fell in love with it. And when I told my mom that I was trying out for roller derby, she said, Sarah, you don't know how to roller skate. And I said, I know, but once I figure it out, it's a full contact sport. And she wasn't too happy about it, but I've been in love with it ever since. I play for the Hidden City Derby Girls. We were established in 2008 by the amazing Rosie Graves and her cousin at the Ups and Downs skating ring out in Escondido. They closed down and we moved to MLK Park in Oceanside in 2010. Right now we have about 40 active skaters. Roughly half of those are our beachside bumpers and the other are our beachside brawlers, the rosterable skaters. And we also have the amazing beachside brats, which is our junior team, ages 6 years old to 17-year-olds, boys and girls, and I am a proud coach of those little kids. Up until 2017, the furthest I had traveled with Hidden City was to Prescott, Arizona. But in December of 2017, I was fortunate enough to go with 6 other amazing derby girls to Argentina. And we played in 3 different cities. I would say the furthest would have been Patagonia, Argentina. And I have to say that gets me a little choked up, but that was an amazing trip out there, seeing how much people out there enjoy the sport and they really have nothing. We left a bunch of used gear out there for them. We took a bunch of gear out there for them, and these men and women were beyond happy. They were tearful. They were so grateful. From the second we went out there, they were showing us the time of our lives. Some of them had to get up to work in the morning and they didn't care. They just came and just showed us their city and showed us their love of the sport, and were besides themselves that we had flown all the way out there to play roller derby with them. I personally love playing roller derby in Southern California. You can pretty much drive about 1.5 to 2 hours and play some really amazing teams. But the other upper hand is that a lot of teams want to come out here and play because it is beautiful weather, except for days like today. And if we're not playing or the teams come out here, we usually have a place for them to stay and we can go skate down by the beach. There's boardwalks, there's strands, we live right on a beautiful coastline to where it doesn't have to be out on the track that we're playing. Our team, we are just a recreational team, but we are very competitive when we get on that track. We play with our blood and heart out there. We practice twice a week and we play once a month. And all of our girls, they're coming to practice and they're fighting for their spot on the roster. We are still a league though that because we are just recreational, we put family first. We understand when people have other commitments and they may miss a practice, they're not punished for it. Make them do some extra burpees or something, but we are definitely family first, and we know that everybody's just out there to have fun. So our main struggle, I guess, right now for our league would be not having a covered track. We are always looking for support from our community, more sponsors, probably getting this sport out there and recognized a little bit more and people understanding it, getting them to come watch a bout. When the rain does come towards the end of our season, there's been a few years where we've had to cancel a bout or we set everything up and in comes the rain. So I just feel the city every year has to resurface our track, and maybe we could get some good sponsors out there to help us get it covered. I would love to see this sport one day in the very near future make it to the Olympics. I feel it is still a sport that's looked at as, sometimes people even joke that it's not a sport. These are true athletes that are playing this game, And seeing this in the Olympics, I just have to say that if there's hula hooping, trampolining, and beanbag toss in the Olympics, there should definitely be roller derby in the Olympics. Future derby self, you are gonna love this sport until you hurt yourself and you're a referee, or until you're coaching the gangster generation of our junior derby. For me though, is something I learned early on, and I continue to teach the kids that I coach. Stay humble. This sport, a lot of people blossom very fast, and I have watched people, they lose that humility. And I feel like in this sport, to be really good and to be humble is so amazing. And those are the skaters that everyone really looks up to. That's always been my thing. Like, if there's freaking hula hooping, thank you. What the heck?